I think it's the journalists that are going to end up solving this case, because the police departments aren't putting the effort in to. First of all, they're not listening to people. There are witnesses out there that the police never interviewed, and of course, RJ has interviewed quite a few of those witnesses that have never been interviewed by the police department, and so. Keep up the good work, because I do believe that your work is going to be instrumental in solving especially the Tupac case. You're coming up with good stuff, and you're following up on it, unlike the police department. So what we can do is force them to do it by coming up with the information ourselves.
Bubba Luck gets killed, he's down in Compton, okay? Yeah. A lot of cats get whacked down in Compton, but it wasn't so much that he got killed, it was the fact that within minutes of it happening, Keefe had it on blast.
Yeah, on
all the chat boards and all the interviews, the sites. And,
I've seen all that bullshit.
Yeah, okay. You said, see that. I'm glad you had a chance to see it, because the thing about it is that, and I did. I'll bring you a copy of it.
And he put my picture all on the fucking thing.
Dude, let me tell you something.
Is that shit illegal?
I got a copy. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I got a copy of Murder Rap, his movie that he hasn't put out yet. It's supposed to drop November 14th.
Yeah.
He's playing your taped interview in that movie. Your voice and everything. I would.
Yeah.
I would get a civil rights attorney, and you sue the LAPD too, because
the FBI told me to sue them.
Well, let me tell you something.
They said they came to my house right before his book came out. So this guy's putting your life in danger. You sue his ass, and the LAPD, city of LA. They told me everything. Yep. Do you want to move? I ain't scared of nothing. They said, "Oh, we know you ain't scared of nothing like that. But we gotta come offer you that to move you and stuff like that." Was Timothy, got that dude's last name. Siri. He was the U.S. attorney, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
And he sent some FBI agents in my house.
Did he?
Yeah.
He did.
That dude is putting out a movie, and we got to protect you. Do you want to move?
What I believe that you told Greg Kading was what Greg Kading wanted to hear.
Yeah. You get out of trouble. This one was talking about 25 years. I didn't have no fucking 25 years, right?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you not make repeated promises for leniency and benefits in 2 different interrogations involving the Torres case?
Absolutely not. And here again shows your naivety of the situation. Detectives don't get to make those promises. Anything that is guaranteed, it comes from the U.S. Attorney's Office, and it's a very, very structured process. We can offer ideas like, hey, if you want to talk to me, I can put in a good word. But we can't make any guarantees, and nor do we make promises. We simply make suggestions, and we work with the attorneys in following up on those.
Because you got to remember, this Kading, his motivation, of course, right from the get-go was to write this book, and I believe that he and Chuck Phillips wrote this book. I mean, he has no credibility. I couldn't trust him to work with him on the police department. He's self-absorbed, just like the LA Times reporter Chuck Phillips, and they're working together on that book. He did. There's no question in my mind.
And they did that because they had that. There's a fella, he was there when Russ and I went to the LAPD with a bunch of information that we had.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't going to put a book out and say anything about anybody until I had a chance for the police to actually look at it.
All of Raphael Perez and all the dudes was there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so I don't make any presumption like I know what happened or who did what.
Yeah.
All I do is put everything out there that it's out there.
Yeah.
And I say, okay, you be the judge. You figure it out, okay? You know, all this information is in front of you. I just don't want the police hogging all the information and saying that they've done a job when they haven't done a job.
Yeah.
In fact, my next book is going to be called Unholy Alliance.
Yeah.
And it's about crooked LAPD and the relationship between them and the record companies in Los Angeles.
Like Compton Police?
Yeah, Compton Police.
They was hitting people for sure.
Well, see, that's the thing. Is like, for example,
they raided my house for the Biggie. Sergeant Reynolds from Compton PD, he showed up talking about tell Keefe he turned himself in to me, and he should hit me.
Oh, Reynolds?
Yeah.
Well, you know how tied up Reggie. You know how tied up Reggie is with all that. You know.
Reggie and Reynolds, all them.
He's Reggie's reformed himself now. He's a deacon at his church, and he's going to
Little
church.
Reggie or
Little Reggie? No, Little Reggie.
Okay.
Little Reggie, and he want to pretend like his life is.
Yeah.
He's hoping that enough years will go by that people will forget. Because it's been, can you imagine, it's been 20 years, man. It's almost 20 years now.
Exactly.
Next year will be 20 years since that all went down.
Yeah.
And you've got these guys who were knee-deep in all of it.
Yeah.
Trying to do everything they can right now to whitewash their image.
It's like David Mack, when I was in the Fed, they had him in protective custody. So we was all my crimes, we all was in the cell. And he kept on hollering out my name. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And the marshal man like, man, you don't know who that is? I'm like, no. He like, that's David Mack. Like, how the fuck you know what I look like? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I figured they must have had me on this little hit list or something.
I wonder if he know that I know he's lying right now. Oh, you got the new Margellas? That's what's up, that's what's up. I see you. That's your BMW? That's nice. That's your girl? Golly. Okay, I see you. But I just want to know one thing. You ready? Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God, stop fucking lying. Always lying to me. You lying so much. You making it hard for me. Every time you tell me something, I figure that you're lying. Ooh, it's almost like you faking. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know you're lying, but you sound excited, and you know that I know that you're lying. Oh girl, I'ma keep on lying to you, until you think it's the truth. Now girl, I know you fibbing. Ooh, you know you can't help it. You know what I wanna know. Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God, stop fucking lying. Always lying to me. Too much. Lying so much.
Yeah, all the Raphael Perez and all the dudes was there. Yeah.
Well, you know how tied up Reggie. You know how tied up Reggie is with all that.
Yeah.
You know.
Reggie and Reynolds, all them.
He's Reggie's reformed himself now. He's a deacon at his church, and he's going to
Little
church.
Reggie or the
Little Reggie. No, Little Reggie.
Okay.
Little Reggie, and he wanted to pretend like his life is.
Yeah.
Like, he's hoping that enough years will go by that people will forget. Because it's been, can you imagine, it's been 20 years, man. It's almost 20 years now.
Exactly.
Next year will be 20 years since that all went down.
Yeah.
And you got these guys who were knee-deep in all of it.
Yeah.
Trying to do everything they can right now to whitewash their image.
Like David Mack, when I was in the Fed, they had him in protective custody. So we was all my crimes, we all was in the cell. And he kept on hollering out my name. I'm like, who the fuck is that? And the marshal man like, man, you don't know who that is? I'm like, no. He like, that's David Mack. How the fuck you know what I look like? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I figured they must have had me on this little hit list or something.
Fire!